Thank you, Helen. That was very invigorating. I wanted to get up and also say everything. So our next guest is a performer. The next guest is, I'm sorry, one second. Sorry, one second. So our next speaker is Hudson. At this time, I would like to invite him. He is the Executive Director of Asians Are Strong, a movement which aims to empower and protect the Asian American community in the wake of senseless attacks, scapegoating, and hate incidents. Please join me in welcoming Hudson.
I was hoping it was a performance, so I didn't have to go after him. But I promise to make some good trouble. I also want to extend an invite to those that want to join me on stage and support for our demands for Asian elders. I do recognize a lot of you, so please come up, because I will make eye contact and contribute to the trouble. That's right, I see you. Those lights aren't that bright. Come on. This is what community looks like. Let's remind the world what it looks like. No, it's serious because I actually printed out my speech today.
Don't be shy, come on up.
Okay. I'm Hudson, the founder of Asians Are Strong, and an active member of the Asian Justice Movement. I have the honor and burden of representing approximately 100 signatories to demand transparency regarding the attacks on our Asian elders. We collectively represent different and often opposing political views and personal opinions. However, what we do agree on is public safety and justice for Asian elders. Ms. Yin Feng Wu, a 63-year-old Chinese woman, was shoved to the ground last year on July 3rd. With enough force that she died from it 2 days later. The community mourned in confused silence for over 2 weeks because no information or outreach was given to us until July 19th, when we met with the acting commander of the San Francisco Police Department. In that meeting, he provided no substantive information to our questions and refused our demand to release the videos of the attack. Just 2 days later, information was leaked to the press that the incident was an accident. And now, just last week, on March 4th, the same person who killed Ms. Wu is reportedly have attacked another 71-year-old Chinese woman, sending her to the hospital. We will not let you gaslight these attacks anymore. Our people should be able to walk the streets of San Francisco in peace. Our Asian seniors should not have to worry about being killed on accident or being murdered because someone was having a bad day. Ms. Wu's husband never believed it was an accident. He was only half a block away when he saw his wife being shoved to the ground. We demand that the San Francisco Police Department release the video immediately. We want to know why you concluded that this was an accident, when the husband of the deceased, an eyewitness, said it was not. We want to know why you didn't ask anyone else, besides the suspect, about the incident. We want to know why you did the bare minimum to investigate this heinous crime. I can finally see how the city can claim that anti-Asian hate has dropped by 90%. There are a lot fewer hate crimes if you keep classifying them as accidents. Go back to your country is a common slur yelled at immigrants and their families. But not in San Francisco. San Francisco leads with action. San Francisco will treat Asians so badly that you actually leave and go back to your country. This is the case with Mr. Wu, who has since moved back home to China, and is after his wife's tragic death. And Wang Shenlao, an 87-year-old Chinese man who was drop-kicked out of his wheelchair in 2020. He has also moved back home to China. We will no longer let you ignore us and our demands for change. You have been stalling anti-Asian hate cases long enough. And we know your tactics. We know what you are trying to do. We know you are trying to drag these cases out as long as possible, hoping we will forget. And the public pressure will die down. Like in the cases of Wong Yik-oi from 2019 and Vicha Ratanapakdi from 2021. But I am here to tell you, it won't. We won't forget.
Yeah.
And we will not rest until justice is served. This is not the San Francisco I was born and raised in. And it will not be the San Francisco I leave behind. The community has done its part. We've held protests, rallies, marches, town halls, demanding the city to protect our community. We have started patrolling Chinatowns and escorting our Asian seniors just so they can go grocery shopping. We've even started teaching self-defense classes so they can feel just a little bit safer. But we can't do this alone. We need our electeds, our city officials to step up and do something. We don't need lip service and we don't need empty promises. And we definitely do not need you to start finger pointing and blaming each other. What we do need is for you to raise your hand and take responsibility to fix these problems. So will it be you, Chief Scott? Or maybe District Attorney Brooke Jenkins? Or maybe you, Mayor Linda Bree? Honestly, I really don't give a fuck who it is, as long as one of you become the leader you claim to be.
Yep. Yes.
Until you figure that out, here are our demands. Number one, release the video of the July 3rd incident involving Ms. Wu immediately. Investigate Ms. Wu's death as a homicide and a possible hate crime. Number three, investigate the attack on the 71-year-old Asian woman on March 4th as a possible hate crime. Now please join me in a moment of silence for Ms. Wu. Thank you. But wait. Please join me in another moment of silence for all those who will be killed unless we make the changes we all need. Thank you. Thank you all for joining me.
We demand justice! We demand justice! We demand justice! We demand
Thank you, Hudson, for that inspiring speech. Applause again. And for our next guest, we have Amihan. Amihan, which translates to harvest wind in the Philippines, is a poet, musician, and producer, born and raised in the city, repping the Excelsior, rooted in the element of air through the breath work of rapping and singing. Amihan's music fuses hip-hop and R&B flows with the chants of the people. Give me a round of applause.
Check, check. Hello, y'all. Again, my name is Amihan. I'm really honored to be here at this event with y'all and build a community with y'all today. And I'm really honored to be able to share this cultural offering. I think at the beginning of this program, I was feeling very emotional. A lot of things I've learned today is, things that I've learned for the first time. But, after that last speech too, I actually feel very agitated. And I want to echo the demands that were just shared. Why is our city funding the police? Why was there $1 million just approved from Mayor London Breed's most recent budget to go to the police and sheriff's office, while basic services are being defunded? Basic services that are the very means of our communities to be able to thrive and be safe. And so, exactly, shame. I want to, again, echo the demands that were just shared in the past speech. And, I'm a daughter of a migrant from the Philippines. My mother and my dad was born and raised here in San Francisco. And I wanted to share with y'all my family's histories as a means of also connecting and relating to hopefully all of our families. The song that I'm going to share is about my family's migration story. The first verse is about my Lola on my dad's side. The second verse is about, again, my mother and my mom's side of the family. Today as we commemorate the lives lost through the Atlanta spa shootings 2 years ago, the lives lost to anti-Asian hate crimes against our elders on the streets of San Francisco and the U.S. I wanted to call in today and honor all of the mothers, all of the daughters, sisters, and grandmothers who we've lost. Their histories live on with us. This one's called Roots. Ancestors up in the province of Ilocos, my Lola's from wherever, and see her call that home at just 2 cents. See her had to move across the globe. Great Lolo just caught station in San Francisco. Now he's in the Navy and sailing the West Coast, serving for a country that don't serve his people. U.S. military with schemes that are lethal just to pump some diesel, but that's just the pre-war. Went to high school, my Lola moved to Delano with a migrant uncle trying to make dollars from pesos, but constantly the struggling because the pay's low. So we joined the strikes with Latinos and Filipinos. Lola graduated, then moved back to the Bay, and her and my Lola, they raised 3 generations. Then that house that we all grew up in was taken because of gentrification. They couldn't make the payments. They created 6 kids, 13 grandchildren. They were faced with displacement from the mission. Now me, my parents, and siblings, only ones left in the city my whole family grew up in. So listen to me. History. These are the stories that you'll never read on textbook sheets. These narratives immigrated back from the Philippines. So vibe with the speech. Vibe with the beat, so listen to me. This is our oral history. These are the stories that you'll never read on textbook sheets. These narratives are migrated back from the Philippines. So vibe with the speech, vibe with the beat, vibe with the speech, said vibe with the beat, said vibe with the with the history, vibe with the history. 1973, take us back to the Philippines. Mama was born in Luzon and Quezon City. Similarly, she's a city kid like me, and we both hold it down as the oldest of our siblings. Yeah, Lola was a teacher for a living, but then they had to leave the only home they lived in. Lolo don't wanna go, but they left her willing cause they had to escape Marcos and his killings. That's just the beginning. So when my mom was only 8, she flew 7,000 miles and landed in LA. Yeah, Rian had it with the family in the States. Was faced with a new culture to embrace. Yeah, with a round face, she was in the majority in the foreign place. As a model minority, her struggles erased in the spaces of the pages of this nation. Who said she shared his situation orally? See, these stories are more than me. Yeah, they're more than me. Listen to me, this is our oral history. These are the stories that you'll never read on textbook sheets. These narratives are migrated back from the Philippines. So vibe with the speech, vibe with the beat. Listen to me, this is our oral history. These are the stories that you'll never read on textbook sheets. These narratives are migrated back from the Philippines. So vibe with the speech, vibe with the beat, vibe with the speech, and vibe with the beats, and vibe with the history, vibe with. You feel right along, y'all. With the speech, vibe with the beat, vibe with the speech, vibe with the beat, vibe with the history, vibe with the history. From the motherland to the belly of the beast, from the Philippines to the SFC, so to the SFC. From the motherland to the belly of the beast, from the Philippines to the SFC, to the SFC. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amiha. That was a great performance. Thank you. Thank you for representing Excelsior. And the next guest I have for you is Jeffrey from Dare Community. He's the events manager for Dare Community and helps Stand with Asian Americans a lot with this event. So give them a round of applause.
Thank you, Kim. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Ambis, and I'm the events manager for Dear Community. I've had the pleasure of partnering with Stand with Asian Americans to help plan this amazing event, so thank you for all for coming out. If you haven't been to one of Dear Community's events before, our mission is to uplift Asian pride and inspire new leaders through community building and activism. Over the past 2 years, we've organized weekly dinners, social gatherings, in hopes to revitalize API businesses in the city. And to date, we've raised over $150,000 in revenue for those businesses. I'd like to give a quick thank you and a big shout out to Lion Dance Me and Amihan for their performances today, so a big round of applause to them. And another round of applause for our speakers today, Jennifer Chang and Helen Zia. I'd now like to go over the rest of the event's agenda today. We have 3 amazing workshops I'd like to go over. We have one led by Monique Nguyen. And it's on owning our power and playing big together. Monique Nguyen is a transformational coach specializing in leadership and wellness tech products. and experiences for mission-driven changemakers with 12 years of experience. She's a heart-led creative director, artist, and community builder with an MS in community health and prevention research from Stanford Medicine. Her expertise includes human-centered design for behavior and health change. She has spearheaded hundreds of community activations ranging from 1 to 10,000 participants. We have another workplace discrimination workshop led by Delbert Tran. Delbert Tran is a Deputy Attorney General for the State of California who has dedicated his career to defending civil rights and promoting social justice. Today, Delbert will be leading our workshop on workplace discrimination, drawing on his extensive experience and in the field. Let's give a warm welcome to Delbert Tran. And lastly, we're honored to have Jennifer Chang doing creative writing and poetry as one of our workshops. She was a speaker, you saw her earlier. Rejoining us to lead poetry workshop writing with her extensive background as an author, poet, Jennifer brings a wealth of knowledge, creativity to inspire in our own poetic journeys. Please join me in welcoming Jennifer Chang to guide us in this workshop. And lastly, while you're choosing and deciding which workshop you want to do, we have amazing nonprofits outside. I'd like to give a shout out to them as well. Indonesian Outreach Committee, the Karuna Project, Asian Firefighters Association, Bert Sue Academy, Korean Community Center of the East Bay, Asians Women's Shelter, Vincent Chin Institute, Chinese American Democratic Club, Stand with Asian Americans and Dear Community. And another shout out to the amazing delicious treats that we've had at this event, to our food sponsors Lucky's, Humphrey Slocum, Annie Tea Cakes, and Sugar Bowl. After today's workshops, we will be serving some light appetizers around 4:30, so please stay after, enjoy some meal, and mingle. Thanks to everyone, and enjoy the rest of the event.